SHODO! Kamen Rider!
Hey guys, welcome to the 10th episode of the SHODO Pop Podcast. We made it to 10. I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
SHODO-X. Because...
Oh, was
10,
that it?
10. Get it? Decade.
Oh! Hey guys, it's Malunis!
Hey!
And also, we're down to Josh. Turns out we just... I tagged out last week, and I tagged back in. Ooh, Josh ain't here. Probably asleep, because that's what I was doing, but you know how it is.
I was about to say, he just like put his head down on a keyboard and says, "This is how it felt last week."
So we've got tons of news to cover. Yeah, tons. It's a healthy amount. But if that doesn't, push us over the hour mark, we are going to, Malunis and I both have some lightning figures, and that's slightly related. We know some people are interested in these, so we kind of want to just give our thoughts on those at the end, for our podcast topic this week. Mm-hmm. And also, thanks everyone for helping us get to 10 episodes. I'm glad people are watching. Yeah, shout out to all those who've been commenting and like talking to us over the YouTubes, the Twitters, and all that stuff. Special shout out to Peacemaker2448, who's been commenting pretty frequently. So thanks a lot, dude, or woman, ma'am. I don't know. Dude, I don't want to assume. Dude, yeah, you know how it is, guys. First news number for what? First thing that we're doing the news about is we got through Figsoku, I think.
Yep.
Or no, yeah, Figsoku. We have our first looks at another one for Xaid, Gaim, Feis, and Build. These look pretty good, and the surface detailing is excellent. I can see where a lot of the stickers are happening. It's passable. I can't fully tell if Feis's like thighs have stickers on them, which
that's hard.
I'm very wary of.
Hard to tell.
Yeah. But either way, these look fantastic, and I can't wait for more. As Josh had been speculating, Gaim does come with the grippy hands, and he does come with his sword to grippy on. So, there you go. He's got his, what is it? Dai DJ Ju, but turned into a monster form, I guess. And then all these other guys. These look great.
Yeah. Because of the Shinobi reveal last week, I realized after the fact that the open hands they included are actually Decade's hands, maybe, in terms of detail.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They, I think they were saying, like, hey, we know that, they just wanted to prove, hey, he does have swivel hands. That means you can swap him out. He doesn't have his own, but if you want, you can put Decade's on there. And also, if you want, you can take, double armor GOs and then slap them on.
I was about to say, just buy an extra of that.
Yeah, I guess, but it reminds me of that toy reviewer, that K2E. You know who I'm talking about? The Japanese toy reviewer,
some like Keizo or something.
Yeah. Who always brings out like tangentially relevant toys just to put into the mix, and just do every single possible combination. That post, and especially this week's post, reminds me of that, because like this guy just makes sure to get like hit everything he can with these things, every possible thing you can do with it.
Definitely,
he's gonna try to show you here.
Yeah. The reason I was going to bring that up is I'm looking at these another writers and I'm thinking their hands are probably the same, right? Maybe they all come with their own fists, but the open hands are just like maybe one set.
I don't know. I have no idea. That's
They're all
a good
like
question.
They're all black hands, whereas another guy has like blue fists.
Yeah.
Could just be a matter.
But
could just be coincidence. I don't know.
Maybe. I'm not sure. It looks like Build has 2 raised portions on either knuckle, and then Fies doesn't have that. I don't know. They do. The hand poses do seem dissimilar enough.
Yeah.
To where, yeah. I don't know, but I like them.
Yeah. The only thing that kind of threw me off when I first saw them, and it's not really a nitpick. It's just, these colors seem a little bit brighter than I'm expecting.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Now that you say it, I agree. I definitely agree.
I think that's just from it being a cheap toy. Like, if
that's true.
If it were more high end, maybe it'd have a little bit more airbrushing to kind of darken it.
And it is retail.
Yeah.
Oh, also that definitely reminds me of the. Is it the Hard Guardians, the green ones that came in the Build Villain set or Build?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were like way too bright. It's a bright lime green and like a nice. I don't want to say maybe like a creamy white, but also some gray in there.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Kind of reminds me of that. Yeah. So I don't know. Still like them. Still buying them. Still pre-ordered. You know how it is. Yeah, I think we've fully covered this one. Next up, let's see. On the docket, we've got the SHODO-X. Ride 4. I believe. Rider 4? What did I put here?
SHODO-X Kamen Rider 4. It's not a great title.
Yeah, I'm a dumb boy. SHODO-X Kamen Rider 4. Basically, they started laying out all of the Ryuki stuff. Things to note about the Ryuki set, which is coming to me soon? I don't know. Aoyami hasn't asked for my money yet. I'm getting a little worried. I don't know where to ship it out to. But anyway, that's besides the point. What you can do with this set is, sure, you can stack multiple dragon sets together and get progressively larger dragons, which is phenomenal. Or you can take just like maybe 2 sets and give them 2 little mini dragons. How cute is that? There's a mini drag redder. I don't know if you saw it in the post.
Oh yeah, this is it's definitely giving me that movie Dinobot vibe. When
the mini Dinobots.
Years later, there's just like 2 mini drag redders that no one explains.
Yeah. But, these are out. They just wanted to bring your attention to them again. And then now we have more information about SHODO-O. Last week you guys covered it. And this week we have actual images of Kaiza, Shadow Moon, and another Agito.
Yes.
I'm excited.
The one thing I forgot to mention last time was the weird sort of tagline attached to this, according to the article I saw, which was that supposedly the theme was, there's 2 sides to good and evil. But here it just seems like it's rival characters.
Yeah, strong opponents that could not be lined up with a normal bullet, but loneliness.
Close enough.
Great. I'm pretty sure it just meant a normal set on their own. Like, these are... it's what, we were kind of talking about on Twitter. These aren't really outsiders. These are more of just Shodo leftovers. Which, again, I'm fine with. I really want a Kaiza, but I'm surprised they didn't, do Kaiza with his huge bike, and then also throw in Delta? No. Delta?
Yeah.
Wait. Delta. Okay. All right. I got it. Awesome. And also, just on the laundry list of things that I want variants of that another Agito, so I can make it the Geo version.
Yeah, we talked about that, where we were like, they're going to have a SHODO another Agito and a SHODO another Agito. We got half of that now.
Right? So, give us some variant chests, and trust me, I will... Oh, chest and head, right? Because I'm pretty sure the the original one didn't have teeth.
Well, the way the original worked is that there was this mouth plate that slides up when he does a finisher. But
right.
And I think with the Zeo monster, they kind of just removed that plate, and they also added eyes underneath the lenses.
Oh,
so they actually put in some work.
Honestly, I really just want tons of those heads, and I'm seeing on my store shelves the Jurassic Park 4-inch figures not doing well. You just lop those heads off, put on some of these, and now you got some random people villains.
I was gonna say, buy up a bunch of G.I. Joes.
Oh, dude, yeah, heck yeah, I have tons of those, just ready to be scrapped into another Agitos. Or alternatively, those G.I. Joes could just serve as the villains from what's his face? Kikai.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they were just regular people, which was the best money saving move in existence.
I mean, you say that, it was also very funny just to see him beating up a bunch of old people. Yes,
that's also great. If Kamen Rider Out of Context could get on top of that, that'd be fantastic.
It also mentions here that the Gel Shocker leader is also going to be included, which we had that silhouette a little while ago, and I think you said that someone on Twitter figured that was what that was.
Yeah, and also I'm glad they didn't show it, because a white prototype of that guy probably wouldn't do too well.
Well, he's got the... it's without the hood.
Yeah. Let's see. Is this by D-Man?
Let's see.
This post?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So he's still around.
Yeah, he did say.
And also... Oh, that's great. Maybe we'll get more regular updates of SHODO.
I just remembered. So, you know that weird teaser where he gave some sort of colored text that we weren't really sure about?
Yes.
I'm still not sure about it. But
Great! Oh, good!
But I was looking at this another Agito is green, Kaiza is yellow, Great Leader is red.
Interesting. And then Shadow Moon is here to screw up your... Yeah.
Because what I was saying before was that it seemed like it was the Sentai colors.
Right. I still don't know about that, man.
Yeah, I said it what if they do something completely out of nowhere?
Yeah. Yeah, just go back and, retroactively finish X-Aid, technically. Because, I mean, it would... technically be X-Aid, right?
And technically Showa.
Yeah. Well, no.
I mean, look at those suits.
No, I don't know. Either way, good stuff. I'm going back to the when did we change hands? Was it how long ago was that when we changed hands?
Changed hands? What?
For the person who updates it. I found it. Okay, I'm looking at the new products things. I'm not new projects in yellow to bring about the legendary rider Whirlwind in blue. And then thank you everyone so much. That was in pink. Thank you everyone. That was another pink. Thank you in red. I did not see green anywhere. Do you see a dark blue? I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about, man. Still don't know.
I don't
Hey,
think
they
I
also
even
noted
got
that
I think I did share it in with the guys at TokuNet, and I didn't really get a response on that.
That's fair.
I don't think anyone knew either.
Yeah. This also says SHODO-O will have a lineup of maniac characters whose lineup of regular bullets would be difficult to I mean, this is basically what they said earlier.
That's the word I was trying to remember.
What?
Maniac characters.
Oh, okay.
Great word.
Yeah, I mean, Kaisa is a maniac.
Another Akito, though. I can't remember much about him.
I mean, I have no idea, honestly. Anyway, that was that update. So, glad we got to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Next up on the docket, we've got...
Yudo.
Huh?
Yudo, I think.
Yes, Yudo, which was, to me, one of the most promising not even a blog post, news updates about this set. Just the simple fact that they're throwing in enough plastic at us so that each armor has a place. You know, each sticker has a place. If that makes sense. We have a sufficient amount of plastic. It's not like you have to make a decision. You don't have to choose here. You get all of the armor.
I didn't even consider that as a possibility, yeah.
Josh was taunting me with that earlier, and I was very upset with him. But screw you, Josh.
That would be a mess to buy extras for.
An absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. I would not be okay with that. But here we are. I'm totally on board for this set now, like fully on board. So give them to me now is basically, yeah, that's it.
To this date, I have only seen one episode of Ryusoulger. I need to fix that, but even then, I still think these look pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I buy toys, it's the draw for me is like the play potential in them, not necessarily if I'm attached to the show or not. I mean, with Lupat, I liked the characters and I kind of liked the suits, so it was enough to get me to get the whole set. But after a while, it's like, I don't really know that I want to play with these anymore. These look like a lot of fun. Like, on the flip side, these look like a lot of fun on their own. Show's okay, but this has a lot of play potential, and the arm swapping gimmick looks like a lot of fun. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, wait. There was also Josh updated me. Like, he tagged us, and he tagged SHODO Pop about it earlier in the week, and it was saying there was something about the next set. You know what? Is there another? Yeah. Could you talk about the Ultraman set while I bring up that information?
Well, thanks for putting this on me. I have no idea what to talk about.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hold on, I'm doing something important, okay? Oh, wait, no. I found it. Don't worry.
Okay.
So Josh tweeted at DaiSodopop. Hey, at DaiSodopop. So according to at the real Matt Hunt, we got Yudo Ryusoulger set 2 for August. Probably more armors and Ryuso gold. Matt said, definitely more armors. Unsure if the set includes gold, though it would make sense.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because the first wave is just giving you the whole team, so there's not much else you could do.
I know. It's
That's the one.
I was really hoping for a few more Rangers, though, if I'm honest.
I was gonna say that actually made me realize that's kind of a downside to Sentai with these figures, is that once you get the team out of the way, what else do you do?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Not much else, huh?
Probably could have split up the team. Like the show starts with 3 Rangers.
That's true, especially since like green and black to I you know what, I don't want to spoil anything.
I understand that they kind of do their own thing a little bit.
They do. They're kind of hanging on the outskirts for no reason. Green is even over it. He's like, I don't know why my brother's being like this, but he's my brother, so I gotta stick with him. Sorry, guys.
That's fair. So it does make sense. Yeah. That being said, the reality we live in is that you get the whole team in a wave, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true. You know, it usually is a pain tracking down, like, if you're at a store, it's hard to track down all the Rangers at once. And, you know, my first time, like, hunting them was Dino Charge, and I waited until they did that big 6 figure set, which was fantastic. But hunting them down, like, individually got to be a chore.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But yeah. Also, Ultraman! Supermotion Ultraman 4. This says it's a product review, and I'm pretty sure we've had the information on these guys a while ago.
Okay, that makes sense. That's usually what they do with the review.
Yeah, so we're not too well versed in Ultraman, so we're not gonna really say too much because, like, we can't really speak to this information. But what we can speak to is the tease at the end of the blog post, which basically, like, I didn't know what it was at first, and then I saw those thighs, I saw those arms. My dude, we're getting the Shodo Ultraman new one.
Taiga.
The new guy. Taiga, yes, and more importantly, Ultraman tight ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh baby, we're getting him.
And Kamen Rider Fuma. I mean Ultraman Fuma.
Yeah. Let's see. At the end of this, it says spring is a season of new encounters and partings. The Supermotion Ultraman blog that late night radio has delivered will be the final round with this time. Oh, it's just saying this is the end for this time. Beloved by everyone. Ultraman grown series 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 10 bullets. We will continue to... Okay. They were just saying we're still going. Which is surprising to me because I don't hear much about this line and if it's doing well or not.
Good for them. Ultraman is doing pretty well for itself.
Yeah,
because
I'm happy.
I don't know much about the series other than the show's kind of run short, a little bit shorter than what you would expect for a Kamen Rider. And I was told that this new show, they didn't specify how many episodes it would be, which is different.
Interesting.
So it's like, oh, they must be doing well then.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be watching this one. So yeah, if only for my thick boy.
Well, at this point, it's almost somewhere between a writer and a Sentai because it's like a 3 Ultraman show.
Yeah, he's all those big boys are put into one little one.
Mm-hmm.
It's Deno but bigger. Let's move on to the final bit of news, the big ish.
The plus
news.
Size
This is
news.
really just the last one, huh?
The plus size news.
Yes. So it was just, this post was just basically having fun with SHODO Ride Plus Decade.
But first,
I'm still baffled. Oh yeah. First there was another thing. Go ahead.
But first we have Ride 8, which is coming out, or it has come out by this point. Mine is shipped.
Oh, yeah, I gotta check Ami because, like, I haven't gotten a hey, pay us notification.
I need to check your email settings then.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, it's not even the end of the month yet. I did get my shipping request for the premium double set, but I had it sent to my home, not my college home. Okay. So I'm not going to be getting that to review for the show anytime soon.
Fair enough.
But either way, I can't wait for this set. I'm so well, yeah, sure, him, but also, come on, man, we've got
Cross Evil.
There it is.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say build form.
Absolutely not. What? Yeah, I'm just super excited for this guy.
Yeah, he's good.
Mostly because like I am so close to finishing SHODO build. I've got him. I've got
Killbus.
Yeah, toot toot beep beep, and then lastly whatever Grease's thing is gonna be. I hope they do it in SHODO. I don't know why they wouldn't.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting because I think you pointed it out last time we talked about this. That'll be like the first time that SHODO gets to like do that far ahead. That far away.
I think it was Josh that said it. Like, it was past Geo.
Yeah, like, I was thinking about it recently. Like, oh yeah, the next series is going to have a wave that just says featuring Build, and then another wave that says featuring Zeo.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine if we got more Geo stuff? Like, what would that even look like?
Hopefully just one body, one armor.
Don't tempt them.
I mean,
don't taunt them, because they will screw you over and go like a whole set of like 3 armors in one body.
This is where we decided that Zeo Trinity splits into 3.
Yeah. Oh my God! Stop everything. Do not. I do not agree. You know what? The prospect of being done with Geo is like, just thinking about it just now felt so freeing to me. Cause I'm definitely over this gimmick. I'm definitely over trying to hunt all of these down, because I want them. Don't get me wrong. It's just the headache in getting them is like, this is gonna sound real stupid, but sometimes when I'm in bed before I go to sleep, I think, man, I still have to buy some of that stuff. It's still not done. I can't just go to Ami, get my one thing and be done with it. No, we have to drag this out.
I mean, you could probably just like write it down for later. Like, what was that one site that people use? Mandarake.
Yeah, no, I used Mandarake a while ago on some stuff, and then after that, like, Gates bodies, the red ones, started becoming harder to find, so I just had to resort to Bai, and that wasn't fun on my wallet.
Ooh.
Yeah, the shipping was $50 alone. Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. These come out Monday.
Oh, really?
Right? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Technically, for us in America, that's going to be the 28th.
Yeah. And also there was a smaller sort of news story attached to this.
Survey, I think.
You want to go for it?
Well, that's all I had was apparently they got some sort of survey thing.
Oh, no. I was just going to say May 20th was the release for the next set on top of that one.
Oh, the release date. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that ever since they switched to the new guy, they decided to start including the lineup at the end, which is kind of convenient. Like, they showed the image of the entire wave.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah, and Ride 9 is May 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so get your wallets ready.
Yeah, as expected, it's like at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Which I guess is good because it gives you an idea of how long you've got.
I mean, it usually is at the end of the month. That's when Ami Ami demands my money. So, yeah. Hey, Ride Plus Decade. Let's talk about him.
Yeah.
Because this blog post sure goes into all the minutia of what you can do with this guy. It shows him with like the his belt swapping gimmick, what he can do with I don't know, just playing around with him, having fun with him. It doesn't really give us too much information outside of, hey, they gave us the sticker sheet.
Yeah, there is one thing. There's one thing that I thought was kind of funny. If I'm understanding right, they talk about the Gigant, which is like a G3 or G4 weapon, which he uses when he's in that violent emotion form.
Yeah.
And the scene specifically, you brought up Kaiser's bike earlier. They brought up how this current guy who's running the blog, G, was talking to D, the former guy.
Uh-huh.
And he just asked him, like, why did you put the Gigant in there? And he just said, I actually wanted to include Kaiser's bike, too. And then he just...
I love him! I love this guy so much.
And he just responded with,
goodness.
wouldn't it make sense to just add Decade's bike? But also, they brought up how originally this was supposed to... Oh, and he also ends by saying, I hope that Kamen Rider J also gets in the waves at some point. But yeah, he talks about how originally this was just going to be the Future Riders, but they decided to add Decade, and apparently the Gigant was highly talked about.
You know, out of all the things, like, I thought in my mind, you know, it would be easy to mold the friggin' rocket launcher he just suddenly had in that movie. I had no idea where it came from or why it was there. I just thought it was really weird, and I was like, I've got a Shodo figure. I could just model one for that. And then suddenly it winds up here. It's just like this disparate accessory that kind of makes it... I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's definitely a made-for-the-fans kind of set, because this would not make sense any other way.
Oh, absolutely not. And also, not making sense any other way, we've got the sticker sheet.
Yes.
And we've got Decade's cards, but not all of them?
Yeah.
We did some digging. We did some good old digging, and by that we mean Malunis just went to the TV... Oh my god. TV Asahi site, not the subs.
Yeah. Just to confirm that, yeah, these are all the forms that he actually used in the show.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
At first. Huh?
These are all the forms he used in the show and nothing else.
Yeah. Which is a little... Look.
These are the canon Kamen rides. Even though you can't use all of them.
I, like... Part of me just wants a set for them to release, like, just a bunch of Decade hands and then also a bunch of stickers. But you know what? This is fine. I'm probably just going to end up slapping the attack ride on his hand, just because, as I was saying off mic, it's like sort of an unbiased decision.
Yeah, makes sense.
Does that make any sense? Yeah. Also, I was kind of hoping they'd throw an X-Aid.
Oh yeah, because of what they showed in the photos.
Yeah, exactly. Like, anything that has been covered by SHODO, why not fit that in? You know what I mean?
Yes, because...
Except for Double, because Double has the 2 pegs instead of 1.
Yes, but speaking of that, the belt is compatible.
Yes, it is. And also, they taunt us. They taunt us by playing around with the Kamen Rider Cyclone
oh yeah
figure, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure he made note of saying that it's supposed to be Joker Joker Cyclone Cyclone Joker Joker, but all they have is Cyclone and Joker. But
because those are more important.
Yes, exactly. He's just playing with it like it's a toy, and I understand that it's a toy, but it's also going to be a lottery item, and I'm going to have a hard time tracking it down. Quit taunting me. Quit doing this. I want it.
I'm just glad it exists.
Life
has many doors.
Oh my god. Hey, you can also recreate with the Shodo Ryuki, you can recreate the final form ride for Ryuki, which is hilarious.
That was clever.
Yeah, that makes me really happy. And then you could attack ride illusion for Decade episode 3. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That thing where like you do every possible combination or sequence of things with this. With this one item.
This job must be really fun.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. Releases in June. Get on it. Also, at the end. Oh wait.
Yep. I was about to say there is an interesting little teaser. It's a photo of Decade.
Wait. We have a rest next week, and the next update is 5/12.
Okay, that makes sense because the era change.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it says Golden Week.
Oh, that too.
So, yeah.
It's a holiday.
But yeah, also, attack ride, invisible, blue text, before you introduce me too soon, a man.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that was, and then I highlighted everything but the last part, and it just says, please introduce me as soon as possible.
Oh, okay. Well, it's Diend.
Yep.
Turns out.
Ride +2.
Yeah, I can't wait. They've teased the stuff that we know, and the only other thing that could tease us, like known things, would be Ginga.
Yeah, I meant to say because last time we tried to kind of narrow down what the next wave will be because it's going to be another set of 5, and the conclusion.
And then it's 4 figures in an accessory pack.
Yeah.
Presumably. So it just leaves one slot open.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
You guys landed at another rider for someone?
Oh, no. I was saying whatever the Shinobi villain is because it uses the another Shinobi suit.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, hey.
I don't know.
Because, hey, if they make another Shinobi, then they've got the mold for that.
Right. But that would require them to announce another 2 with Shinobi already. They could do. You know what? They could be like holding off that release because you know what? We haven't seen images of another Ginga, but if it does exist, they could do a future ride, another one or another 2 future riders.
Yeah, that makes
sense.
You know
what I mean? So I don't know, man. I was thinking of just putting reverse Geo in there.
That also makes
no, it doesn't make sense at all because that requires 2 halves. Yeah.
I was about to say that makes sense in the sense that where else would you put that at this point?
In the premium set, in
another Ryuki,
or They could do the ride plus Ryuki.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
I was about to say that does kind of make sense because they did the Ride Watch set.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what else is falling in there. I really don't. It's all up in the air now. Because I honestly don't think it'd be the villain.
It was just a guess based on the fact that that uses this suit, so maybe.
No, I totally get it. It's just it's not technically a common rider.
So is same goes for Kaiser.
But
the villains from.
I mean, like
yeah.
But like Ride Plus doesn't like cover anything that hasn't been a rider yet. So I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. It could be. Very well could be. We'll see. But hey, that's it for the news.
Yes.
Yeah, we are. Oh shoot, we are 40 minutes in.
Good time for a topic.
Yeah, you certainly right. It is. We got lightning figures. Turns out. Oh man, I forgot the Twitter bit I was gonna do until just now. I'm gonna do that later. You'll see it on Twitter later. Anyway.
Okay. Do you wanna give some context to what this is?
So you know what? Go ahead.
So, Hasbro took Power Rangers from Bandai and Saban. That was a real whirlwind of news at the time. Because it was gonna be. I just want to share this because I thought it was interesting. I understood that the deal was that Hasbro just had the toy license, but if they do well, then the next year they have the option to just buy the brand. But then shortly after, no, they just bought the brand.
Yeah. I guess they wanted to do this as soon as possible.
And you and I both listened to WTF at TFW. I liked what Vangelis had to say, where he just said, "I don't think Saban would say no to a sack of money."
Yeah. I haven't been caught up in a while, but yeah, that sounds about right. Have they updated it in a while?
They just recently did the thing where they go silent for a month, then release 3 podcasts.
Oh, okay. You know what? I did hit up those last 3 podcasts.
Mm-hmm. So, what Hasbro is doing is it's got Beast Morphers. Obviously, people know about that one. But then they've also got their equivalent to the Legacy line, which is called the Lightning Collection, which is going to be...
And that, before Toku Twitter was set ablaze by this Blake Foster situation, it was all about the Lightning figure distribution.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Separate drama.
Separate drama. But which before that was the Lightning figure distribution situation.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't want to talk about that in terms of like the toys themselves, but it is something to note that was a problem.
Yeah. I was looking at it like, I don't know if this is necessarily that out of nowhere. It's just that maybe this fandom is dealing with this for the first time.
I think so. It was just like what I saw with Nintendo fans and Amiibo, because it was very much a landscape that like a physical landscape that had not been tread for like, video game people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now it's like we've moved companies, we kind of don't know what to expect. And honestly, it felt like people were treating Hasbro as if the one guy who thought that Hasbro stole the license was correct. Mm-hmm. It felt like that alternate universe where that one crazy dude was right about Hasbro, and which was real weird. But this fandom is very fickle. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about toys.
Yeah. So the difference between this and what they're doing with the show is that the show has 6-inch figures that are about like $10, and I've got Blaze. He's pretty good. The hips aren't that great.
I've heard.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get him into any sort of pose, really. Mm-hmm. You just kind of have to have him stand there ominously.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, you can get him in some vague action pose, but the difference here is that the Lightning Collection is $20 a figure. They're highly articulated. They have swappable hands and helmetless faces.
Yep.
Oh, and effect parts.
Yeah. And on top of that, a sort of side effect of mass production, it seems that this first wave has quite a few issues in terms of QC.
See, I
don't know if any of those have affected you.
I could tell you that there's a tiny little bit of easily missable paint splatter on one of the legs, but it's not like in the front, so I can ignore it.
That's fair. What figure did you get?
That would be the White Ranger, the good Tommy.
Ah, yes.
I always just liked how Hasbro got the license, and their first reveal was, we're gonna make the Tommy that Bandai always ignores.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, the power moves that went into that slideshow, that initial slideshow.
And after that,
phenomenal.
The other thing was that the only other MMPR thing, I guess apart from Zed, is we're going to include one of the female Rangers instead of the male ones.
Yeah. But I mean, Kimberly is popular. You know?
Oh, yeah. And isn't there like a relationship thing with her and Tommy?
Yeah.
So that also made me go, oh yeah, that actually makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually shows that they know something.
Oopsie. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that notification, but I wonder if it's Josh.
Oh. This would be a good time for him to jump in.
It would. Let me check. That was not Josh.
Oh.
I'm going to turn off my sounds now. Continue.
Okay, so, yeah, the other power move. I like that term here because Power Rangers. The other power move is that just about everything is a unique mold.
Yeah, yeah.
Covering all sorts of popular characters.
Mm-hmm.
I've also got SPD Shadow Ranger on the way.
Nice. I currently have Zed, the White Ranger, Shadow, and like those three are with me now, and then I have Dino Charge Red on the way.
And since Josh isn't here, is it alright to just comment on the fact that he started off saying, I don't know if I'm going to get more than one figure, and then by the end of the day, he got all of them?
We can throw as much shade at Josh because he didn't show up.
Well, I was just going to say, I don't know if that's too personal or not, but I thought that was very funny.
Oh, I thought that was hilarious.
And he just said, I win.
Did you though, Josh? Let me look at that wallet and see who won. See how many points you ended up with. But, I got hit with a few QC things.
Oh, dear.
If I'm honest. Yeah.
I'm guessing one of them might be tight joints, because that's one I've heard a lot.
Oh my god, the tight joints are scary to me. But I'll go through the paint first. I've got that like a weird extra silver splotch on White's sword. That's cool. The printing that happened on White's helmet, it's all fine and aligned except for like the top of his forehead, which is just slightly off. Which was weird to me because I didn't know you could misalign the machine like that, but whatever. And then also my doggy head has a scar.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that was about. Because
I asked all my friends from the streets and they said, yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't have it on mine. So there's just a black painted line going down Doggy's left eye.
My only guess is that either it's something that happens like later in the show, because I haven't seen all of SPD, or
I have. It doesn't happen in the show.
The other thing was, I think there's something like that on the Sentai version. I don't know.
I get this is a deep. How no that. It can't be a reference to something. A mistake cannot be a reference to something.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only other guess I can make, but I don't know.
There are no guesses, because no one else has it. I'm the only one, and I'm very upset.
You know what? I got a better one. Maybe it was some sort of painted detailing, like some sort of lining that ended up on the eye by accident.
It isn't, because it doesn't follow any of his scaling patterns.
That is just a weird QC then.
It is. It is the weirdest thing.
At the same time, he seems like a guy who would have a scar.
That's fair. And also, you know what? I'm gonna take this figure by figure.
Okay.
I got Zed first. So I experienced him first. I appreciate the tubes.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I just don't like them. I really don't like them. They hinder articulation. They feel fragile, and like I saw my friend Chris Long, the chest one pops out for him. The tubes pop, or not the tubes, but like the entire what looks to be a rib cage on his chest that pops out for him. I don't have that issue, but I have it on the knees.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Where those, yeah. I could glue it, so it's not too bad, but like, I shouldn't have to. I don't know. It's. I don't know if I'm having fun with these toys, if I'm honest. They're nice.
See what I would look at that and go, I wonder if that's more just this design was not really made to be made into a figure, so they're doing what they can.
It's true. It was a valiant effort, but still, like,
yeah,
as a toy, it's not that fun.
Did they? They made an.
Maybe it's just.
I was going to say, did they make an SH Figure Arts version of Zed?
I don't think so.
I feel like I remember seeing something about SH Figure Arts.
I remember someone did a custom where they took one of the Kinniku Man wrestling action figures and turned him into a Zed.
Because I'm wondering how other figures handled this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Legacy just kind of had them molded onto the body.
Yeah. Also, the hand selection I do want to talk about, because like,
yeah, I've heard that the hands are kind of weird.
All of these guys have swords, and yet they have the in and out motion of the hands instead of the up and down.
Oh yeah,
which baffles me. Like, I can't get these. Like, they're one wrist joint away from being like really good on that front.
Just need one of those SH Figure Arts joints.
Yeah. Honestly, it's weird. I find myself. I think I might have had more fun with the Legacy figures, just because like they didn't have these super stiff joints. They were really fluid, and they held in place really well. But these are like real stiff, scary, and I get it's like a collector figure. You're not supposed to play with these, so maybe I'm just not experiencing these as I should be. But I don't know. I don't know.
When it comes to the joints, I've only experienced like 2 Marvel Legends figures, which are both female, so not the best point of reference, but these do feel similar to what I've experienced with Marvel Legends.
Definitely.
Except
I
these, however, are lacking the problem that I have with those joints, which is that it's ratcheted, but there's not a lot of on the Marvel Legends ones. It seems like there's a lot of wiggle room in between those ratchets where limbs can kind of get a little bit wobbly. I don't feel that here, so that's a positive.
That's true. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That makes a lot of sense. I too am not feeling that.
It's also, I was told that the shoulder situation here with this, at least with the White Ranger, I don't know if it's like this on the others, I was told that this is like a whole new thing that Hasbro hasn't done before.
What do you mean, like the shield on his torso?
Like the joint.
Oh, the butterfly.
Yeah.
No, they have it on. I saw it on
where
some
it's
Black
like
Panther ones.
A part that kind of swivels back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's.
At least I think because like the last one I got to play with was Will J. Coase, because I went to his house a while ago, and he just had Killmonger hanging out, and I was playing with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I remember butterfly joints. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say was, at least in my case, I've never seen a joint like this, and that's actually kind of interesting. It allows a lot more motion.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it. I can't wrap my mind around not liking these. Because I do, on some level, like them. I'm still trying to, like, figure out how I feel, but, like...
I think it's probably going to get a little bit better after Wave 1.
That's true, but for the asking price, like $20.
There are worse prices.
There are, but also I could go to Ami, spend $50 and get like the entire set of SHODO. And it's like you get so many figures, very colorful, tons of articulation.
That's also true.
And they're fun. These don't seem as fun to me. I guess I'm not made for the collector focused figures.
I feel like they're doing the best they can to do like an SH Figure Arts level thing on a budget.
Yeah, but if I'm honest, I didn't exactly like SH Figure Arts like Sentai figures. They always broke on me.
Oh.
Yeah. I had 3 Shinken Reds in my lifetime, and they've all broken.
I had one, and I think only a couple years ago I found it again, and then as soon as I moved the leg...
Yeah, my friend accidentally knocked a balloon into it, and it fell apart. A balloon. It's a very weird situation. Anyway, the joints, especially the ankles, they're super stiff.
Yeah, that's a thing that I've been hearing a lot is tight joints.
And like they don't give you like even once you've moved them into place, they don't give you enough clicks, especially on Shadow Ranger, to like even stand them regular. Maybe that might just be mine. But
I feel like mine have gotten a little bit looser.
They definitely got looser, but I don't know. It's weird that I have to break a toy in.
Yeah, it's when it's made of this kind of rubbery material, I think.
Yeah.
One thing that I was kind of afraid of, as soon as I got out these wrists, I've noticed, wow, that is a long, thin peg that these are using.
Yeah.
So as soon as I pulled out one of the fists, it was very difficult to pull it out, and then I thought, I'm just going to take this screwdriver and kind of whittle the hole a little bit.
That's smart, because it's always frightening to me. It definitely feels like I'm about to shear the 2 pegs holding that joint in to the hand.
I feel a little bit bad saying that I do those sort of modifications. This is even worse. Sometimes I do that with SH Figure Arts.
Oh my god, heresy.
I've done worse with SH Figure Arts.
No, do with your toys what you will. It's just I can't bring myself to customize something that expensive.
Yeah, that's fair.
Horrifying to me. I will say though, I took apart my already dead Shinken Red, my not yet dead Deca Red, took their parts out and put them onto the Power Rangers Action Heroes that came out for Megaforce.
Where did those?
And just,
Where did those? I don't know what those are.
Oh, it's the basic 5-inch action figure line from Bandai for Super Megaforce, and I just gave them articulation, like extra articulation. They had like gummy legs and gummy hands, so I cut them off, drilled holes, and put in the Figure Arts joints.
Awesome.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, I ripped out the head and neck and just glued down the neck piece, the base of the neck, and then it still had that like, above head ball joint.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's besides the point. These figures are fine. They're at least Marvel Legends quality.
Yeah.
So if you're into that, I feel like you're in for something good.
Yeah, I seem to remember when we first got news about Hasbro getting Power Rangers, I, for at least a few months, consistently was just like, I wonder how they're going to handle this or this. And one of the things I was saying was, I hope that the figures are at least like Marvel Legends, but maybe better. And that's kind of how I feel.
Yeah, that's fair. And like, because the thing is, and I've been saying this, it's like, the basic action figures are better than the basic action figures they give out for Star Wars and Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn these should be better because they don't have to pay a licensing fee.
I was about to say,
so
you had a theory.
Pour more money into it. Huh?
I was about to say, you did have that theory going.
Yeah. That's the only way I can rationalize it in my head.
Yeah, there's that, and also the fact that there's probably different teams working on them. Because, usually with Transformers, it's like, I think it's Japan that would make them at the time, and when they did the Star Wars crossovers, where it was just transforming Star Wars vehicles, those were apparently made by the Star Wars toy team. And you could really tell.
I own some of those. You know what? That makes a lot of sense. Huh.
Just like someone who kind of knows Transformers trying to make a transforming robot.
Yeah, that sucks. And also, like, they're put in this really weird opportunity where they can kind of control the market. Where, like, hey, we've got superhero toy. Like, we make the toys for these superheroes, the big ones, the Avengers. We make those toys. We have that license. But also, here's these Power Rangers ones that are slightly better for the same price.
Ooh.
You know, like, and they have the power to make the brand that they own look a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a situation to be in. I mean, obviously Power Rangers is never going to be as big as Avengers, but they do have the ability to sort of leverage better toys.
They have the power of nostalgia.
I guess. I mean, only with Tom. I watched a Marvel Legend reviewer review the Tommy figure because I was curious. I wanted to see what other people think. And then he just spouted the same stuff as like, oh, I'm only buying Zed and the White Ranger because that's what I grew up with. That's what I'm nostalgic for. And you know what, I get it. But I was really hoping that we'd be able to branch out with these.
I was really hoping for the green one. That one was in the show more.
It's from my favorite season, the first one. But yeah, I don't know. I was hoping that like the other Rangers would entice, you know, actual other toy collectors enough to want them and purchase them.
Well, I know that it's at least it's got its audience. Like, I know that when they first revealed the first wave, I actually saw some people living in Japan who were like, "Oh my god, I finally get a Deca Master figure."
Oh, dope! That's really cool.
Yeah, because SH Figure Arts kind of abandoned Sentai.
Yeah, but also those figures sucked, so I'm not surprised. I don't know why everyone likes them so much. Figure Arts are so fragile.
I don't know. I think it's like the best version of a figure, or the best kind of figure you could get of that character is, I think, the selling point.
But what's the point of it if you can't play with it?
If you can't what?
Play with it.
You can, you just don't be stupid with it.
I guess. I mean, you can, just not for long. Yeah, so, like, just as an addendum, my overall impression is these are fine for the people that like them. These might not be for me.
Yeah. I'm probably not gonna collect a lot of them. I do want to get a Blue Ranger.
Just a Blue Ranger or anything.
I mean, I always like Billy.
Oh, Billy. Okay, yeah. I was like, there are many of those.
I already liked Billy
Yeah.
growing up, but I like him even more as an adult because the actor seems like a nice guy.
He's a nice dude, yeah.
Yeah, he, people can read up on it if they want to, but he has kind of a bad history with Saban, and despite that, he really enjoys the franchise and fandom, it looks like.
And, like, he even hangs out with some of the comic book writers sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really neat. Like, he's still, actively part of the fandom. It's nice.
Yeah. I guess, mild spoiler, New Ranger and Beast Morphers, there was drama about that, and he responded by just, like, supporting the New Ranger.
Yeah.
He was just like, true intellect, true strength, a true leader.
Honestly, I have not seen anyone on the other side of the argument, because this feels universally bad.
Do what?
On the other side of, like, oh hey, but the other guy was correct. Like,
as in,
like
you were saying it's
blowing up in the instigator's face is what I'm saying.
I was about to say, you were saying that people are mostly hated this idea? No.
Oh wait, no. Yes, people mostly hated his initial idea. I don't know what we're trying to say. Anyway,
I thought you were saying that most people hated the fact that this new Ranger was this character.
Oh no! Everyone loves it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But
anyway, that's drama. We don't need to deal with it. Malunis, do you have any final thoughts on Lightning?
I really enjoyed this White Ranger.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad.
The rubber chest was a little bit surprising, but at the same time I thought, no, that's about as flexible as the physical suit would have been.
Yeah, and it rides up just as it would in the show. So, like, I mean, I get it. It is kind of annoying for me to, like, deal with, but also, yeah, that makes sense. That's accurate, I guess.
I was also looking at it thinking, okay, is there any way to remove this? Probably not.
Yeah, not anything that isn't permanent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, you are the only Shapeways guy I know of.
Oh, what do you want?
Once they get to the main 5 Rangers, you're gonna need to make some very thick neck pieces for the helmetless versions. You've seen how those photos look when they're helmetless, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Those ill-fitting turtlenecks.
Yeah. I can't. If you want, I can. I can do you a solid.
I mean, depending on how much of a nerd the people working on these figures are, they might do it themselves.
I guess so. We'll see.
Doesn't the Shadow Ranger come with some sort of neck piece?
He does have a neck sleeve, but that's only because the alien neck does not extend far. Like, it needs an alien neck to make sense.
Oh. Yeah.
To sort of fill out that space. I guess the Tommy one does too, but whatever. It's the right color.
Man. With the idea of having helmetless heads really does kind of just make me look at other Rangers like, what are they going to do with this one? They can skip the Turbo Blue Ranger, and I'd be fine with that.
We're not getting into it. Guys, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Again, this is our 10th episode. I'm so excited to have made it to double digits. And we're going to be doing this for a while, so stick around. Malunis, thank you for joining me.
What's
as
juicy?
Always. It's juicy. Josh, thank you for oh, wait. Guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.
Rider time!
Kamen Rider!
Hammer time! Kamen Rider!
Decay, decay, decay! SHODO-X!